Friend to foe, Meg dropped from list as American hail Michelle as a 2024 ideal Democrat nominee. Republican consultant Roger Stone offered his guess as to who would be the Democratic nominee in the upcoming presidential election. He is all in on Michelle Obama 2024. This discovery appears to have radically altered Meghan Markle's conduct, since Michelle will undoubtedly be far more capable than the Duchess owing to former President Barack Obama's assistance. According to Express.co.uk, Burrell, 65, who worked for the late Princess Diana for 10 years, said it would be wrong to underestimate the Duchess of Sussex. Speaking about the former U.S. actress in an interview with Slingo, he said, "Don't underestimate Meghan. She's ambitious." He added, "And what if she became governor of California and lords it over Hollywood?" After whether Meghan and Harry could become a power couple, Burrell said, "It's not so far-fetched because they have to keep going on. They have to keep reinventing themselves before, if they don't, that brand is going to disappear. The Sussex brand will die." The former butler then mentioned actor Arnold Schwarzenegger, who has served as governorship. Sharing advice from Harry and Meghan, he asked them to consider going to do some public service, emphasizing the "it's time." Meghan and Harry are settled in California, stepping down as working members of the British royal family in January 2020. But now it remarks as Sunday's Turning Point Action Conference. Stone hypothesized that President Joe Biden will not be the Democratic nominee in 2024 and that Vice President Kamala Harris will briefly replace him before the next president. The only way in their party they can replace a woman of color is with another woman of color. And yes, you heard it here first. The Democratic nominee for president will be Michelle Obama and Stone. Stone, who was convicted of obstructing a congressional inquiry and eventually had his sentence commuted by his longtime friend and former President Donald Trump, went on to allege that the Democratic Party had rigged the primaries. The Democratic Nominee Committee elected the reorder in its primary calendar for 2024, moving Iowa later in the cycle and South Carolina up to the first position. South Carolina was the first state Biden won in 2020 during a bid that initially looked unlikely to succeed. The reason why they have canceled the Iowa caucus and the New Hampshire primary is to put South Carolina, a state with the majority of Democratic primary voters are African Americans, and they will allow Gavin Newsom to purchase the vice presidential nomination, but the Obamas will hold him up for $600 or $800 million to do so, Stone said. Despite his ongoing feud with presidential contender and Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, Newsom, the Democratic California governor, has repeatedly rejected speculation that he is considering entering the 2024 race. He has left the door open in the unlikely event that Biden drops his re-election bid. Not long ago, Michelle Obama has also given no interest that she's interested in running for president, let alone in the next 2 years. But maybe she's rethinking her opinion now that a fraud like Meghan can run for governor. "I have never expressed any interest in politics ever," she said in an April interview. "I mean, I agreed to support my husband. He wanted to do it, and he was great at it. But at no point have I ever said, I think I want to run ever." That hasn't stopped the speculation and, in some cases, hope by some. If Michelle were to be on the Democratic ticket, Barack would be a close advisor, not just to Michelle but to the administration and the Democratic Party, wrote an opinion columnist Merrill Matthews. In short, capturing Michelle would be the best way to recapture what the Democrats see as that good old Obama magic. Speculation about who will be the Democratic nominee in 2024, despite Biden being the only mainstream candidate and holding the incumbent advantage, has continued as some polling has shown a general reluctance by the Democrats to make Biden a two-term president, especially given his age. The political betting market predicted currently shows Biden as a heavy favorite, followed by Newsom, who again has not launched a bid. Then Robert F. Kennedy Jr. Recent polling shows Biden trouncing Kennedy Jr. in a hypothetical matchup by an average of more than 50 points. Also, another source said that Michelle Obama 2024 doesn't ever register on the market, while Hillary Clinton, though, comes in fifth.